It's the Rundown, presented by Mamitas. A little tequila and soda, getting in on that seltzer train. For all you tequila drinkers out there, Mamitas is for you. 5% alcohol by volume with a few different flavors. This is pineapple here. I had mango not too long ago. So if you want to get away from the vodkas of the world, you're not drinking beer, you don't want to drink any of those, the rest of the
Only
seltzers.
95 calories, too.
Ooh, look at that. And I said this, and this is so important these days, is the packaging.
It's beautiful.
And that matte
crack
feel
one
to
now?
it. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
wow.
Dig in, man. I mean, it
Might
it
as well
goes a
start
long
now,
way.
right, Donnie?
You guys, these are two of the stars of Surviving
Cheers to you guys.
Barstool.
Yeah.
Where I have a feeling you guys will be getting shit-faced pretty much the whole week.
And for the record, I no longer go by Dave, I go by
The Cowboy.
the Cowboy.
Tune in to find out much more when it finally airs. Surviving Barstool.
It's very good.
It promises to be. It's the Barstool version. I mean, it really is.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just like exactly
definitely.
what they wanted it to be. But anyway, Mamitas pineapple here is. I like it better than the mango, so I'm officially going to co-sign the pineapple.
This is very good. This
They
isn't
got
like
mango,
so
pineapple,
ad
lime,
Dave
or
speaking.
Paloma. What's Paloma? You would know.
Paloma is grapefruit and tequila.
Okay, that
Yeah.
I could get down with too. I
Yep.
could get down with too. You can get it off of GoPuff or Drizzly, so get your Mamitas delivered right to your door. So like I said, these two guys will be on Surviving Barstool. That's why they're here today. White Sox Dave is in town. We'll start off. We got a lot of football to cover. White Sox Dave asked me, can we talk shit about Brady? I said, if you feel like you fucking can, because
Like-
I have completely bent the knee. I bent the knee many
course.
years ago. No. Don't give me that of course shit. Because I don't fake takes. And if it's gotten to the point where he is like, I got to tip my cap and call him daddy, that happened years ago. Now he's doing it in with another fucking franchise in another conference, dude. What are you possibly going to say now?
I get it.
What are you
I
gonna say?
mean,
Any other picks?
I hate judging a quarterback by wins and losses. I think that if Aaron Rodgers played for the New England Patriots, everybody would say he's a GOAT. I hate Aaron Rodgers more than
if he won
every
Super Bowls with him.
single person on the face of the earth. I loathe that man. And I think he's the best quarterback I've ever seen, and there's not anyone
The
close
argument
second.
about wins
Does
and
history
losses.
care
It's
about
not
that?
golf or tennis. I hate
History
it.
cares
there's,
about
there's
wins.
22 other guys and a field goal kicker, 53
No, of course.
men.
And there is an element of like pitchers and quarterbacks in a
Right.
way. But, yikes, Fibs.
The Germans
But-
put up a good fight in World War II, but they lost the war.
Like the fact that Aaron Rodgers, like I
Of
get what
course.
you're saying, but also at some point wins do matter, and the fact that a
Same
guy like
with
Aaron
pitchers.
Rodgers
I
has
said that in a
very
blog
few,
today.
and a guy like
Right.
I would have made that argument in like 2008, but
If
it's just
he-
like after how
it's
many
getting to
wins
the
is it like?
point-
Well, there's one
Right.
fucking reason. When the
Of
team
course.
is 7-9, and then he shows up and they go to the Super Bowl.
Now, I think that, and I'm going to get fucking dragged for this. All right, so David Tyree's helmet catch. Then, all right, you cancel that out with whatever, all right, the Marshawn Lynch ball on the goal line. Those two cancel each other out. Then the other two,
special. You get-
D Ford, I was going to say D Brown, D Ford, lining up offsides. He threw a pick on that play. That would have ended the game. It didn't. They won
Julio
the game.
Jones taking a fucking, or after Julio Jones
Dude,
catch,
like
taking a sack.
there's
But
other
also- but you
circumstances
can almost-
that
you can
are
almost
directly
balance those out.
affecting the W's and the L's in those games that he had nothing to do with or that he fucked up.
But
Like Marshawn
but here's the
Lynch
thing.
not getting the ball was the reason that they won
sure.
that game, not him willing them to victory.
I bet if you go game
the
by
common
game, playoff by
denominator, though.
playoff,
Of
there's
course, he's the
almost-
common denominator, though. Yes.
Yeah, because I also think you get teams doing dumb shit when they
Oh,
and
he's-
somebody always characteristically makes a bad decision because they're like, fuck, Tom
They're on
Brady's on the
tilt
other side
because
there.
of
Like,
Tom
what do I-
Brady.
Yes, and so in a
1000%
way,
agree.
he gets credit for these things.
Of course, I
can't believe I'm doing this.
And it's
but
not, it's not like I'm saying Tom Brady sucks. Tom Brady, you could argue he's the best quarterback ever. I just don't want to hear Super Bowls is like, oh, he wins. It's like it's a fucking
that's fair.
team game.
But
It's
okay,
a team
but what if I
game.
told you that I believe he's the best ever based on everything?
Then that's fine.
Okay.
I would disagree with you still. I think
Who do
Aaron
you think's the
Rodgers.
best ever?
I think Aaron Rodgers. I'd go Rodgers, Manning, and then like Brady, Breeze are
How
kind of
can
in the
you
same.
have almost no wins?
It's a team game. It's a team game.
But like
Aaron
okay,
Rodgers.
fine. But then
someone
at
tweeted
some
me-
point, he's got to like be able to overcome. Like it can't
I
always be someone
understand
else's
it.
fault.
I know. It's
He's
like,
got to have like 3 to his name to even be in the conversation.
I
He's lucky he's
disagree
got
with that.
one.
I
If he didn't have the
disagree with
one,
that.
oh my God.
His defense sucked yesterday. I mean, go look it up. It's 35 points a game or so plus. And then
Bro, can I tell you the reason why Aaron Rodgers is on the
he's
GOAT?
led a game
Can I tell you the reason why?
go-ahead touchdown drive and then never gotten the ball back in 3 of his playoff losses.
Can I tell you
That's
why?
not on him. That's
The
not on him.
number
That's on the
one reason
defense.
he's not is because he let them kick that field goal yesterday. I don't care what you gotta do, bro.
Full disclosure, I missed that play and I still haven't seen it today.
When they kicked the
Yeah.
field goal?
Last night because we were doing
Survivor,
shit.
yeah.
We were doing shit last
so,
night.
I mean, it's...
I've heard
it's-
people raising hell about it, yes.
Dude, I mean, it's under 2 minutes to go. You're inside the 10. You've got Aaron Rodgers. He said I was allowed to call for, third down.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I would have probably played it differently had I known we were not going for it on fourth. Because then it was fourth.
And that's on Matt LaFleur then.
But if that's happening, I am literally like tackling my kicker and fighting LaFleur before I let anybody take the ball out
Tom
of my
Brady
hands.
wouldn't do that, for sure. Tom
You
Brady
know?
wouldn't have let
Nobody's
Bruce
kicking in that
or
spot.
Bill Belichick or
Nobody.
whoever. Nobody's kicking.
Like you
So
take
maybe that is
ball
the
and you score.
differentiator. He is just a fucking, I don't know. This season totally completely fucked up my narrative about him because, like you said, he switched leagues.
False narrative.
That's what I mean.
Different,
At some point, it's just
different
like, well,
system, different
yeah,
coach,
maybe-
and I'm like,
and
my
he's
narrative
still
is the
fucking
problem.
40,000
and
years
you know
old.
what? I would even say like the Redskins obviously suck. Then he faced Breeze, who was like the corpse of
Dead.
the former self.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? You can't just start discrediting playoff wins. But if you're gonna do that, those are prime candidates. But then he's got Aaron Rodgers, Packers at Lambeau.
See, I said this
It's
yesterday
like,
too. I think that
what the fuck else is there to say?
If Patrick Mahomes continues to put up all the, and I'm pretty
agree.
sure he will get another ring. He's already been to, this is third, right? That he's been to. He's 1-1, I want to say. If he doesn't win another Super Bowl again, but he has a 15-year-ish career, putting up the numbers he is right now, I would say he's the best ever. He's
Well,
putting
you
up.
can't say that yet. You can say that. in
hypothetically,
His
15
numbers have to
years.
be astronomical to overcome 10 Super Bowls and
See, I
potentially
disagree.
7 rings.
I won't use that as the number 1A or A1 reason or way to judge a quarterback. I just will never do it.
I actually do understand your argument, but when you
and I
change,
kind of have that same vibe a little bit. Same with Denzel.
but when you change circumstances, when he can do it as like a game manager, and then he can put up fucking 50 touchdowns.
But he was fucking
when he
awesome
can do it
this
in the
year.
AFC and the NFC, when he can do it with Belichick, without Belichick, it's like how many more times he's got to prove himself.
Yesterday, like watching that game between.
He is lucky though. I mean, they
And I
did
don't
serve that game
dislike
up on a
Tom.
platter. I know you guys didn't get to see it. Like Tampa Bay. They're lucky they won that game, or the narrative would have been very different. It would have been 3 picks and a loss. That they
That's
were
what I'm saying.
dominating, and then
he threw
but that's
3
also
picks
all the
yesterday.
more reason why I can't say Aaron Rodgers. Like they were trying to hand you this game, and you couldn't fucking take it. It's tough. I mean,
I'm
it's,
arguing
but it's,
all
put it this
hypotheticals,
way.
which is
Put
never
it
a good
this
thing
way.
to do.
Max Kellerman is throw his hat in the ring. He was like, or thrown in the towel. He was like, since my declaration that Tom Brady is done, he's had a Hall of Fame career just in that time period.
Yeah.
Like
It's true.
He's had a Hall of Fame career from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and from
Now
like 22 to 24
How
to like
much longer do you
33,
think he's
from
got
37
legit?
to 43.
I mean, what is he, 42? And
43.
he's not
43.
slowing down. He was fucking awesome this year.
I
It's
mean,
the diet, man.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, but
I mean,
like,
and then you look at the pictures.
Like,
it's
and
not
I'm
same
saying
human.
this
Clean
sincerely.
eating.
Gun to head, if you told me I want, like, we're gonna start an organization from scratch, new front office GM, we'll have a fantasy draft basically. I would draft Aaron Rodgers #1 out of every quarterback I've ever seen.
Over Patrick Mahomes right now.
Patrick Mahomes,
I mean, that's
he might.
that's a dumb take.
Patrick Mahomes, but he hasn't played long enough yet. I'm talking about all the GOAT conversation quarterbacks.
So
And I didn't- I never-
see. I think either way. I think either if you're talking long term, you have to take Mahomes, and if you're talking short term, I would take Brady. Because, I mean, I would probably
do
take
you
Mahomes
want
no matter what.
you
but-
want the luck on your side?
All right.
If-
What about this? What about like if he beats Mahomes? What do you do then?
if he
What then?
lights it up in this Super Bowl and beats Mahomes, which I can't say he won't do it. You know, you can't. You'd be dumb to say he's not gonna.
It's so weird
It's
because it's like the
impossible.
Mahomes and the Chiefs really should win.
They should, yes.
But they're sitting there thinking the same thing. They're
Like,
like,
how-
fuck, we should win, but it's Brady.
It's true. Yeah, it's Brady.
Home
yeah.
city advantage.
It's crazy. The fact
You
that
think that
Tom
fact-
Brady,
yeah.
of course, is the guy to get that for the first time
Yeah.
ever is, I mean, I wonder how that fucks with like the lines. Like usually it's a neutral site. Now you're playing at home. I don't know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of implications there. On the other side of things, the Chiefs just do their thing. Poor Buffalo. I mean, they had Brady as, you know, they had their, as they started to rise, Brady was still there. Now they're here and they're dealing with the Mahomes window.
I
It's
think
tough.
that they're gonna have a pretty good window though. That's a really fucking
They're
good
a
team.
fucking good team, but I mean,
I don't think
Mahomes
there's-
is going to be there for a long
I was
time.
actually actively rooting for them to win, and I
Yeah.
didn't even have any scratch
All
on the
of us
game. Like
were,
I
yeah.
wanted them to win just because I love that fan base.
Yeah, the Mafia deserves it for sure.
And I don't want any team to have success other than my teams, which is far and few between recently. But like, I don't want to see anybody happy. I hate seeing people happy, and I was
Hey,
genuinely
fucking
happy
men,
for
brother.
that fan base.
Speaking of seeing people not happy, Liz had a bit of a meltdown last night.
That's tough. It's really tough.
But do you guys
Bro.
both think there's like a good chance Rodgers is back on the
That's
Packers
the other
next year?
thing. Like, what if tomorrow he's
Dude.
like, I'm coming back, and she's just got this bawling rant for no reason.
That's always going to be there.
That video.
The last time I was out here-
interesting choice.
It wasn't
Just
for
passionate.
Cyber Monday. I think this was back in October when I was out here. I was speaking to Liz, and she's like, I don't think he's going to be back next year.
It's entirely
and
possible.
I'm trying to like speak it into
Yeah.
existence for the Bears some way somehow, which is an impossibility. But I'm like, my dumb brain's trying to compute.
Oh, you want him on the Bears? Or you just want him?
I would take him.
No,
tomorrow.
but you think? Yeah, okay. I thought
Like
you meant,
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, you would for sure want him. I thought you meant you just want him out of.
Like
out of
he
there.
has made my life
But I don't
hell
think he's
for
coming
15
to the
years, and 15 years prior to that, I deal with fucking Brett Favre.
Well, that's
hate
what
it.
Liz was crying about. She's had the beauty of Brett Favre into.
I don't want to.
But also, by the way, like again, it's not like they've won like 7 Super Bowls.
one Super Bowl each, right?
Like
For both of them.
Tom Brady
And
has as many NFC championships as Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees.
Yeah.
He just came to the NFC. Tom Brady he's tied 3rd for most playoff wins against the NFC.
Not tied.
He's third. He's third in
Fight away
wins,
didn't cry when
playoff
Brady
wins
left.
against the NFC. He's played in the AFC his whole life. It's just from Super Bowls. It's insanity. The stats are like Tony Gwynn, Greg Maddux-esque, where you can just start making things up and you have to believe all of them. 3rd most NFC playoff wins. He's been in the AFC for 25 years.
It's crazy.
It's disgusting.
He's gonna play till he's fucking 50.
You think it's just a
He's gonna play
weird
till he's 50.
coincidence? He just got
I think
very lucky.
I think that I don't want
He's
to say
not
very
human.
lucky because you make your own luck when you're that good at what you do. And I've never said Tom Brady sucks. I wouldn't automatically say he's the greatest of all time solely based on wins in Super Bowls when there were actual plays that he had zero control over that
but
directly
that's everybody,
affected
and then
Yeah.
that's
the
the
outcome
same
of
for
those
everyone. And then
games.
somehow he always comes out on top.
If D Ford's not lined up offsides, that game is literally they're kneeling the ball. The game's over. It's done. It's
But
over.
like I said, then
Numbers
you,
don't lie,
then
dude.
you know, then you the Tyree
course, I
play,
mean,
the Manning. Like, there's almost always something to even
water
it out,
finds
you
its
know?
level or whatever
For
the
sure,
fucking
for
quote
sure.
is. But I understand all that. I like
Now, all right. The other thing about Brady.
gun to
is,
head. I would take Rodgers. And Mahomes will get there.
I'm gonna take a gun. I'm gonna put it to your head. I'm gonna fucking shoot you. How about that?
fucking do it. Please put me on
The
my
other
misery.
side of this, like, so Brady does this, and he just makes his video, and he's just like, "Yep, I just won," because he's just like the coolest, calmest motherfucker.
He
in the world.
is.
On the
He's-
other side of things, in
fuck,
the
he's
athlete
cool.
world, you have Conor McGregor, who is loudmouth, cocky, braggadocious, takes a fat L this weekend, fat L, but also just kind of does it like afterwards. He was like, "I'm fucking disappointed. It sucks. I tried my hardest. He fought well. Like he's kind
He's
of
set for life, though. I mean,
well,
look,
yes,
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but I mean,
he's having fun
as
now.
far as you know, like sticking it to him if you're a McGregor hater, it's like, well, what can you do? He owns it. He wears it. As much as he
Yeah.
talks shit, he's also the first to be like, I fucking suck.
So
That
we're
guy
gonna
was
do a
good."
little cross promo right here. We drafted Sports Divas today for the dog walk draft. I drafted McGregor 2nd overall, and they're like,
As
he's
a
not
diva.
a diva.
Interesting.
I admittedly just very recently got into UFC. I think he's like the definition of a diva.
In what regard? I think he's like cocky. I don't know
Yeah,
if he's
like cocky, outspoken. But that's kind of UFC.
Diva's
but-
tough in individual sport because diva usually means you like it's
You
a
make it all
negative
about
around like
you.
your teammates. You know,
Right, well,
if you
that's-
want to be a fucking an asshole and then you're the only one who has to
For
pay
sure,
for it.
that's a fair point that was not brought up. That since it's an individual sport, he kind of has to be.
Yeah,
but,
he has to make it all about himself.
But they were like, no fucking way. That's a horrible pick. I'm like, what? Really? Like,
I mean,
No.
you're probably getting into game of semantics about diva, but I see what you mean.
yeah, it's all
But
how you
having
define
like
it.
having Jake Paul make those videos, just being like
Laughing,
laughing in your face,
yeah.
like, I'll give you 10K now, is like,
Hey, Connor, I got $10,000 for you. Cash! Cash, baby! Cash money. Oh, you had $50 million.
and the memes are just like Nate Robinson. It's like, this is the champ. This is McGregor. This is, you know, I'd like to apologize to absolutely nobody. The fucking tats, the swagger, the name, the whole nine.
See, all that
And
shit
now
you
he's
said,
just like,
that's like diva-y to me. Like,
I
all
mean,
of that.
I think that's more just like cocky, braggadocious, like a
Jake Paul
showman.
would have been a solid pick.
Oh.
It was,
if he had picked Jake
he wasn't
Paul.
eligible, but
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
I
He's
just
an
feel
athlete
like
now, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
he's in a
technically.
weird spot, McGregor, where it's like you
So-
gotta get some more wins under your belt, or you can't. The mystique goes away. It's like you can't do the entrance, you can't do the talk, you can't do the media the same way if it's like, well, you've lost like 3 of your last 4 fights or whatever it is.
He's going to have to fight, from what I understand, and plenty of people can correct me if I'm wrong, whoever's watching this, but so he already lost to Khabib, who's the number 1 in that weight division, and there's like
Khabib
3 or
is
4
retired.
guys that are going to have a shot at him to take the title from him before Conor
fights.
McGregor would.
Yeah, I know. Like he's
have
got
shot
a long road to get back.
A long way to go.
Where he
So
has to fucking
he might
win
just
on
say,
top of
"Fuck
it."
it."
I know.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's what's crazy about the fight game is like,
One
guys
punch and
like
you're
Tyson, guys like McGregor, guys
Yeah.
who are like the unstoppable ones are also the ones that are like, oh, this is fucking embarrassing too.
I don't even
know
think
why
it was
these
that
guys don't
embarrassing
retire.
of a fight. Like,
Yeah, I'd probably call it quits.
I mean, Poirier. Granted, I'm a novice to the sport. He's a fucking animal.
Yeah,
He was the
and
second-ranked fighter in that division.
Like the kicks to the calf, as they say, are just like so debilitating. But I
Very
mean,
fun
that's-
sport.
that's
I'm
the two
very
sides
excited
of-
to start following all the storylines and everything.
Second half of the rundown is brought to you by Mac Weldon. We are in quarantine still. Everyone's just trying to be comfortable all day, every day, while also looking your best. You don't want to go to work dressed as a slob, but you're also like, I don't need to put on fucking slacks and a suit anymore. What's the perfect in between? Mac Weldon. Whether you're going to work, you're going to the gym, you're going out to hang, whatever it is, they got all the men's basics that are comfortable and stylish for you to wear. Performance gear, no matter what you're performing at. So right now, you can also join their Mac Weldon Blue program, which is their loyalty program. Where how does it work? You get level 1 by your first purchase. That means free shipping for life. I think it's a purchase over $75. Level 2, once you spend $200, you get 20% off every order for the rest of the year. And so the more you buy, the more you get. If you want 20% off right now without having to spend certain levels or anything, you can just use the code RUNDOWN. Go to macweldon.com/rundown. You get 20% off. They also have their best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free. Oh no, that's the wrong company. They also have their underwear guarantee, where if you don't like your first pair, they'll send it back to you. They'll send you your money back, and you get to keep the underwear. So, got nothing to lose with the boxers. I love the t-shirts. They have unbelievable lounge pants that are like you feel like your dick's just out. In the wind. It's unbelievable.
We have a
I
bunch.
need
They
those.
sent us a bunch of attire out in Chicago, and it's fantastic.
Amazing.
It's great. Yeah.
macweldon.com/rundown, promo code rundown, get 20% off your first order. Your boy Cuddy, Jay Cutler, breaks
He's
the
back,
internet.
apparently.
So Cutler and Cavallari post matching Instagram photos with matching captions that said something to the effect of, there's users all over this world. We've got 10 years. You can't break that. And everyone was like, what the fuck does this mean? Then another reality star from a show called Southern Charm posted screenshots of Cutler texting with her.
Didn't see that.
I did not see that.
The texts are completely, there's nothing scandalous. Jay Cutler's like, hey, I would just appreciate a little bit of discretion, and it seems like maybe you're talking about us. She's like, no, I didn't. He's like, okay, then let's just make sure going forward. Like, he's very diplomatic, but she's like, I won't be called a liar. So he's caught in this little love triangle situation. But it's weird because there's really nothing scandalous, and everybody involved is single. He's divorced. There's no cheating. So it's kind of like, wait a minute, this is not news at all. There's nothing
What did
happening.
the caption mean, though?
It was
So-
cryptic.
So I think it's taken to mean
Yeah, I don't really
that this
like my
girl,
husband.
Madison, I believe is her name, is using Jay to be famous. That's where that was the part, like, there's users in this world. And then I think she's kind of like threatening them, being like, oh, I'm going to expose you guys. I'm going to post this. And so they're posting a picture together being like, we got 10 years together. You can't break that. So I don't think they're
they
back
have kids together and
but I know,
everything. They're
right.
connected
But
for
I
life
mean,
regardless.
just a few months
you know?
ago, they're fucking at each other's throats.
Yeah.
Now an outsider comes in, and it's kind of like, okay, me and you can kill each other, but the minute that someone else threatens this family, we got to, like, close ranks. At least that's what people are kind of
Not
suspecting.
like that.
But Jay Cutler, two things. Jay Cutler and Kristen Cavallari are somehow, simultaneously, the best fit and the absolute worst for each other, which is like, that's the most like romantic tragedy ever, right?
I
It's
mean,
like,
the rumor-
you guys are so perfect, but you can't stand each other. And then for Cutler, Jay Cutler, who we know just wants to chill on
That's
his
it.
ranch, drink whiskey, and fucking hunt. He doesn't want any drama. And he's caught up in the most drama with Kristen Cavallari. Now he's fucking this other girl from Southern Charm. Like, for a dude who wants no maintenance, low maintenance, he's got himself a boatload of drama.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Jay, just stop.
The
Stop
Well, I
with
mean,
these
he
chicks.
was the one who agreed to the reality TV show, though.
Yeah, well, he's
He
the one
was
who
electric
made
on
the
it, too.
reality TV
He was
show
great
too.
on it.
Okay.
Like she's fine. You know, if you're into her, she
Yeah.
runs a jewelry brand and all this shit. But the moments that all went viral were when Jay was like,
Yeah.
doing what Jay does.
not giving
I
a
feel like
fuck.
the public like would love them back together, but it's like
Chicago
well,
wants it.
for sure. But it's funny when it's like, yeah, the people want it, but also we can't be in the same room with each other without like tearing each other's faces off. Like it's hard to just be like, okay, we're back together.
That's how you know they're meant to be, I feel like.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, you know, when you love hard and you hate hard, it's like you're a horrible fit, but some ways you're a good fit. Maybe you crazy kids should just fucking get back together. I don't know. Just do the show.
Yeah.
Be rich.
Well, the show
he's
does not
good.
help. I mean, Kim and Kanye are getting divorced on the last season of the show.
I know.
They're gonna do the whole divorce.
Well, you
like,
guys
on
are getting
TV.
a taste of the reality TV life without
Reality
revealing
TV life,
anything.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm afraid to talk about
This
anything
is
because I've already
actually
gotten
more
yelled at.
our version of
I'm getting yelled at,
Survivor
too.
we're doing is probably more real than
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
80% of reality
Well,
I
TV.
think that's
especially if you guys are just
fair
gonna
to
get
say.
shit-faced
Yeah.
and hanging out.
I mean,
like-
it's not gonna have like the crazy storylines, but it's real.
Right.
There's not like a lot of that shit's completely scripted.
For sure.
Yeah.
This is just like we're letting you animals run loose.
Yeah,
So.
and like you don't really need a
I was
script
about
when
to
you're
say
dealing
something
with this
dumb.
fucking
Reveal some
savage.
stuff.
Do it.
Can't though.
Can't
No,
do it.
Yeah.
As far as dramatic storylines, though, the return of young page views today comes strutting in the building after what, a 10-month hiatus?
Page views.
I
I got
right there.
It's
Is
been
that
a
on?
while.
Yeah, no, that's on. You're good.
Yeah.
Right, that mic's on, guys.
Yep.
So YP back.
I don't know if I
Outdoors,
was.
indoors.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was strutting in, but I appreciate that euphemism. Yeah, I'm here. It's good to see you. Even White
Was
Sox
this
Dave, you got
planned?
some stuff right here.
Oh, I didn't. I thought
Yeah,
that, oh, you
it's
had
a
that
little-
on the whole
little
time.
bit
My
of
Oh, I
bad.
sweat,
thought,
as
I
they
thought you
say.
were
It's
just
like a
you were,
little
really bad
fuzz
at
here,
shaving.
dude.
Yeah. Okay.
just a little fuzz.
Sorry, I feel like
sweatshirt.
a good friend tells
Hey,
you.
I appreciate
I thought
that.
you just had
Seriously.
And
white.
because of
I-
that,
I
I got
thought-
a little piece of advice I want to give you. So I follow all the outdoors accounts, great accounts on Instagram and everything. Every day, how many videos do you post a day on there?
From
Whether
2 to
they're
4
yours
a
or
lot of
other.
times, depending on submissions. And
You
stuff.
have 3 of the easiest blogs you could ever write. The headline takes the blog for you. You don't have to spend any time trying to be funny. Like giant snake devours an antelope or whatever. People are going to click on that and watch a video. You don't got to use any brain power, anything. Boom, 3 blogs a day. Easy. I almost want to start doing it without telling you about it. I mean, is that
you
fair?
gotta
The
cuck 'em?
secret's out now.
No, but you're here.
No, listen, that's always the case. Blog
Yeah,
more,
no, I
post
agree.
more is always
People
the
love
formula,
fucked up
man.
animal videos.
It is a universal language.
It's like
Yeah,
posting
exactly.
highlights and shit. It's yeah. No, he's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
Was
Appreciate
this,
that,
Was this
WSD.
Always looking out.
Always
what
looking
made you
out.
come back like now? I mean, Dave's out. Was that
No,
part of your-
I wish that he was here, and we can get into that later. But yeah, I was gonna come back always the first week after I kind of had some things to take care of, and this is the first week. When I saw that he wasn't gonna be here last week, I'm like, that sucks. And I did email him, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to be ducking you. I want to be like,
Did he reply to that?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
You should
I don't like
be-
to put out his business or anything, but I'm not ducking him, and I never want to, because I'm smarter than that. I'm not gonna let him like be gone, and then I'm like creeping in. That's never gonna work. So I'm sure I'll get my my lashings from him, and I don't think he's a guy that you really duck or run from. You know what I mean? So
He's Thanos, bro. Run from it.
Yeah,
straight.
no, I know, and I know
Destiny
that.
comes all the same. Poor
I'll
man's
be
gonna
back,
come, he's gonna come.
and I'll be here, and he'll be here, and I'll get my soul probably try to taken from my body and stuff, and that's okay. And I'm here for it. I'm just here to work and try to make good shit and like
All right.
get back to the grind.
Here, this may be a bad idea, but I just like talk without thinking.
A lot of advice for
Obviously.
you today.
Have
I
you
like
thought
White
about
Sox
like
Day.
getting on a plane or in a rental car or a train or something and just heading to Detroit and saying, "Hey, I'm here."
So
like,
yeah, I did offer that, and he was like, no. So, but yeah,
Well, at least,
obviously
you
that
know,
was
you
my
get credit
first
for the
thing.
thought, hopefully. So.
yeah.
So you're
I don't
starting.
know. I don't know if I get credit for it, but I was like, hey, I'd rather go to you. And
Why
just
didn't you
get-
come after Black Friday? Why didn't you just come earlier? Why wait another couple months?
You know what? I just had some things I had to
Oh,
take
right,
care
right,
of,
okay.
and you know
Okay.
what? I obviously this whole fall we were filming stuff. We have a whole season that we filmed directly after the last one came out that I'm really proud of. Shout out to Bad Blue and shout out to Dude Wipes. And we got 2 more that are on pace to be released this year, which 3 seasons in a year would be pretty fucking cool. I'd be really excited about that. So
Dope.
it should
It's
be
an
good.
awesome series. It's like the best produced thing I think Barstool's ever done.
High quality.
It's high quality shit.
Yeah.
If you're ever trying to go hunt some ducks, I'm in. That's like
That's the
I
only
know.
animal I
I
think
think
I
the
could
Fuck
kill.
the
season
ducks,
ends
as they say,
January 30th. The season ends though. But
Isn't that your rival?
Yes. Fuck the ducks.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I also just love to eat duck. Like I
Duck's
don't know
good.
if I would love to shoot a deer, but I
don't think I
just
could.
want to go out, murder a few ducks, bring them home, roast them. That would
I'll
be
tell
an
you this,
incredible day.
Wonton, we should definitely do that. But I was hog hunting for feral hogs a few weeks ago,
I like pork too.
and I think it was the most violent thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was extremely.
You know what really got me a couple years ago when Hank went frog gigging?
Oh, brother, that was that was Princess Polly compared to this shit,
Really?
dude. Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
god.
Stabbing
Those
frogs
are
with
like
a
the
pitchfork?
meanest motherfuckers
Kevin, I
ever,
killed
right?
a 130-pound hog with my bare hands, and its heart blood squirted hit me in the
Okay,
face.
Army Hammer. Were you eating
It was
the heart?
no, it was insane. And I've done
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of animals tear each other apart. I watched those type of videos all
Yeah.
day. Oh my god, it was.
How did you kill your bare hand? With a knife?
With a knife. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't like choke him
Right.
out like
I'm
fucking.
like, wait a second.
Sometimes,
All right,
so
so
yeah.
that, be on the lookout for more
Yeah, and
footage
just to
like
be
that.
clear too, I've been working this past been working the whole time. Just
You've
take
always been
some
in a
time
different
off.
spot because very few people here have like a on and off season where you film and then there's nothing for months and then
Yeah, but that's also something I'm trying to rectify because I don't think
you
that's
gotta post every day on social.
We're doing that for sure, but I think more original content all the time too because, like you said, this is Barstool.
You
It's
do,
like,
do fucking
Being like here in the office helps because like I'll do a travel series, but then I have a couple months where it's like I'm either working on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But you just get
if,
caught up in
if
the
I'm
mix.
just here working on that,
Yeah.
I'll get caught up in the mix, and there'll be some sort of
lowering the
content I can get
bar,
involved in.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
whatever,
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
So.
yeah, I'm just happy to be here. It's good to see you guys and good to be in the mix, and I'm just like grateful and ready to work. That's all I have to say. you know what I
Welcome
mean?
back, homie. What else? What do you got Dog Walk Chicago shit going on?
Yeah,
Plug?
we're interviewing Lance Lynn Wednesday.
Okay.
New
Former
White
Cardinal.
Sox, former Cardinal. Then Tim Anderson's coming up soon.
Ooh.
That'll be a huge one for us. He said no to it. He's the only Sox he's like my white whale because all the other guys say yes, like no problem. But then Dog Walk, obviously, download, listen, review, subscribe, all
Donnie?
that bullshit.
Shout out Jimmy Fredette. Just dropped
Speaking of the
70.
Ducks,
Yeah.
Jimmy Fredette dropped 70, and the Sharks lost. That tends
Oh my
to happen
God.
a lot. I think he
Dropped
dropped
70 and
I think
you
he dropped
lose?
like 85 one game, and we lost as well too. So yeah.
God damn.
I wonder if
but-
that's like satisfying for him or just more frustrating.
I think once you go over
don't
there and
know.
it's all about your personal glory.
Yeah.
If I'm Jimmy Fredette, I want to put up 100 and I'll take the loss every night. I don't give a fuck.
But it's
Yeah,
kind
you're
of
not playing
also
for- you're
like
playing
you're in the
for
locker
money.
room after like, fuck guys, I
Yeah.
gotta put up 70 points.
Yes.
Does he shoot like?
Yeah, but he
Is
also
he efficient or is it like?
I mean,
I-
he was
I put
probably
up
just
60
shooting a
times.
shit ton. It sounds like he doesn't have a lot of faith in the rest of his team.
Probably fair. Probably fair.
But yeah, the week after the Super Bowl, we'll be doing Barstool abroad, Colombia.
Oh, dope.
We're gonna-
I
we're
was
gonna
supposed to
drop,
be there,
We're gonna drop
unfortunately.
like an 8-part series.
Couldn't
Oh
be.
yes, he was. I asked Dave. This was like 3 weeks before I left. He claims that he's fluent in Spanish, and I was reading like
Go
a
ahead.
lot of people don't speak like that much English down there.
So,
you're gonna
Why
need a
don't you in
translator.
Spanish
I
say
majored-
that you're fluent in
Yeah.
Spanish? However, the people
Estudié
in,
español
doesn't sound
a mi
Well, he's got a strong
Chicago
accent. It
yeah.
doesn't sound good, but
Y pero hace 10 años hace que estudié la lengua, pero yo puedo escribir y leer todo.
Reading, right?
My man can
Yeah.
read and write, and he hasn't studied for 10 years. You know who's low key?
Un gato y mi pantalones.
You know
I
who's
heard him
low
talk
key a
to
big
Liz
Columbia
once.
guy is John Henry.
Yeah, man. He used
One-
to take like day trips down there.
Yeah, one Friday when I
cheap flights.
first moved here, I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because he was like one of my first friends. He was like, "Yo, I'm going to
to
Colombia,"
Colombia, I know.
and I thought I was like not cool. I'm like, "Does that mean like?"
Yeah,
and I was like,
no, I'm
what?
literally
Columbia,
going
South
to Colombia.
and
Carolina?
then he was in Bogota.
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy.
You didn't tell that full story. I made it clear what was happening, and you still didn't get it.
Because I didn't want to be not cool. I'm like, "Oh, I get it, dude. You're going to Colombia."
I said, "Yo, I'm on my way to Colombia," and he
like, "Oh,
said,
I'll meet you in the bathroom.
He said,
I'll
he
go to
said,
Colombia with you
he
too."
said, word, like, hit me up when you're done. And I said, no, like I'm on a plane, and he thought that meant I was hot.
I'm doing
Yeah.
a lot of it. Yeah. I'm high on the
Oh, like I'm
Colombia.
on a plane on my way to Colombia.
I'm
You
like,
know
"Oh,
John's
yeah."
not that cool.
nice, bro.
I'm like, "That a boy, John." I'm like, "Let's get it." Crazy.
All right, that's the
Medellin's
rundown.
fucking
No,
sick,
Danny and I are tentatively planning
but
to go
he
to.
couldn't come.
I don't have a
Dave
passport.
goes, yeah, you know what? White Sox Dave, he can go. He can be your translator. You could,
But I
'cause,
don't have a passport.
But yeah, he didn't have a passport.
And it was impossible
because
to
of
get one in
COVID.
like a
Couldn't get
couple
one
of
in
weeks
time.
because of
you
COVID.
never left the country, obviously.
I've never left the
No,
country. Yeah.
he's working on it though. We're gonna go.
We're gonna go scout some LATAM talent down in the Dominican or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soon.
All right. These guys, like I said, are on Surviving Barstool along with 6 other of your favorite bloggers. So that we'll be filming that over the next several days to air
You'll be
Super
hosting.
Bowl week, and I am the Jeff Probst. So I'm gonna try to stir some shit up. We're gonna do challenges. There's alliances and backstabbing.
The
Everyone
one
has to
today
live
fucking
here.
sucked.
Living here for 7 straight days. They're not allowed to leave the office. It's funny.
I smell
how
bad
much-
right now.
How much, you know, you just when you it's kind of like the real world effect. Like, see what happens when you put 7 people in a house.
Yeah.
Like, we put you guys together and just said go, and so far it's been wildly interesting. Like, I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know, it's 7 days. What if they just kind of like sit around and it's not that compelling? And right away there's drama, there's stupidity, there's excitement. Like,
Yeah.
it's the human, like, fact is stranger than fiction type shit where it's like
Yep.
life just gets weird. So we're gonna film all that and then put it all out. So that we're gonna keep this under wraps.
Next
So
week,
this,
I
this
think,
will probably,
almost.
it's all
it's
through
coming
Super
out
Bowl
fast.
week. So this is the last, because starting tomorrow, there's a lot of shit that one could maybe leak. This will be the last appearance for anybody on any of the platforms. So just get excited for Surviving Barstool, and that'll be Super Bowl week presented by New Amsterdam. So that's the rundown. We'll catch you guys